background is environmental engineering.
I'm a civil engineer.
My area of expertise is ecotoxicology.
Planning environmental review.
I am the company paralegal.
Ecosystem restoration. I'm a senior environmental scientist.
I'm an environmental engineer.
I'm currently a CPA.
I'm a junior engineer.
Engineering projects that combine civil with environmental remediation.
I'm a groundwater hydrologist and geological engineer.
We do design work for typical municipal infrastructure, making sure that all that stuff has a place to go and is managed in a way that's really responsible.
We've got to focus on natural resources, ecosystem restoration.
Assessing different risks to the wildlife, coming up with more innovative ways of how we can protect them.
I take care of our books and make sure we pay our taxes and pay all of our bills.
Environmental remediation services, civil engineering, putting together design packages, geotechnical engineering, some marine engineering works.
Bid bonds, payment of performance bonds, fulfilling any insurance requirements.
Stormwater compliance and supporting different types of small businesses with EHS type roles.
Working with contaminated sites from the very beginning to cleanup plans.
We help clean up the world from past sins of the past and keep the world safe from an environmental standpoint for future generations.
Outside of work, I surf when I can.
I sing with 2 community choirs as well as at church. I sing soprano.
When I'm not working, I try to be fly fishing.
Adventure sports, adventure racing.
I'm a trained Indian classical dancer, so I've danced practically my whole life.
Hiking. I like to read.
Photography has always been an interest of mine.
I'm kind of a, I don't want to say a homebody, but I spend a lot of time with my family.
Creative writing. I like to write funny stories.
I love camping, fishing, hiking, backpacking, just spending time outside.
The year of founding was in summer of 1973. And at that time, I was an associate professor at the Johns Hopkins University, where I was in the engineering group. That was 45 years ago. The movement into the ecological and environmental field was in its infancy. Not much was known about what happens when you dump industrial waste into surface waters. So there was all kinds of opportunity. And I had attracted the friendship, mentoring, and guidance of a woman by the name of Rachel Carlson, who said to me one time, "Why don't you start a company?" And we started in my basement of my home in Townsend, Maryland. We set up the standards of a company, a new company that wanted to prove to clients that they could learn to be good citizens. My phone was ringing a lot, and I had to decide to either grow or stay my size and pass up a lot of great opportunities. And so a company that just started out to be just me quickly turned into one of having 30 or 40 people. By the end of the first year of being in business, we're a company of about 60, 65 people.
Balance is really important to, sustaining a work and a personal life that can be really fulfilling. So I think those core values definitely help, everybody come to the table and work really hard when we're here in the office, but also, have a lot of a kind of respect and appreciation for the lives folks are leading out of the office.
As far as balance is concerned, there's been multiple times where I've been at my desk and it's just a long day at 6 o'clock and I'm like, I need to get out of here. And, one of my bosses will walk by and say, "Is everything okay? Can I pitch in to help?"
Prudence, again, we are here serving our clients. We're responsible to meeting their technical needs, but also taking care of their budgets and their money. And so you need to be conscientious of what's the most cost-effective arrangement for that particular client.
He doesn't do a lot of what I call commodity work, where it's kind of any firm can do it. We tend to focus on the multidisciplinary, challenging problems that our clients need help solving.
We still strive to maintain a number of clients with a number of different levels of difficulty and complexity so that people can see all types of work
And those challenges really are what people, what they come to work for each day, which is to feel satisfied that they're being faced with an obstacle that they feel that they can overcome.
I like the openness because it allows all the employees to share ideas without feeling any sort of retribution, anything like that.
We try to openly communicate, we try to be honest, and we kind of have this de facto standard that no one will fail.
And openness is just everyone is so willing to help you, willing to take your questions, teach you. They take they take time with it. They're not in a rush, and everyone's really kind and welcoming. And I've really, really liked that.
I'm volunteering for the Maryland Volunteer Lawyers Association, and I help seniors with legal issues that they face.
Some of the people in the finance department contacted the Baltimore Zoo, and we went and spent the day with them and mulched.
A group of us from the office, we had an organized event, and we created kind of an ADA accessible ramp for folks in a community pea patch.
Every year I get an opportunity to go into a 6th grade classroom and talk a little bit about the experience of creative writing, how to put together the right words, how to convey imagery and pictures and stuff like that.
I support the Day with an Engineer program. As a Hispanic woman, I had throughout my education had lots of great role models of people who looked like me who are entering the engineering field, and so I think it's really important to me to kind of keep that connection with younger folks.
So we did a mini golf tournament in our office to raise money for Waterford people.
We're working at a local national park doing invasive plant removals.
For stream cleanups, and I also have been a judge at a science fair for Lincoln Public Schools.
We play mud volleyball with the proceeds going to Carrie Tingley Hospital, which is an arm of University of New Mexico hospitals, to support cancer research and other research for children.
When the company became employee-owned, symbolically it was a recognition of the caliber of people that we have, and then we're all in this together. So how the company doesn't just depend upon your project or your branch, but upon the company as a whole.
That since this, yes, I have a piece in this, really means a lot, rather than going to a company where you are, you come in, do your job, and you go home, and you don't have any say.
It makes everybody feel a sense of ownership, and so I think if we all feel that way, then we're all ready and willing to contribute as much as we possibly can. It allows us to have a more deeper connection to the company.
I don't just come to work to get a paycheck. Every time I do a good job, give the client a good product, they want to come back. So I'm investing in our company and myself.
Everybody's working towards the same collective goal. And as employee owners, you really feel satisfied that you're not just sending your money off to somebody else, that you're part of it, and that your hard work is immediately realized.
To feel like you are kind of part of the team that is help steering the ship. I mean, it really means a lot.
When we talk about EA to new clients or to other consultants, we talk about EA as a we. I've always felt that we were part of the structure, and I think the employee ownership just felt seamless.
We're all in this together. We all own the same type of stock, and we will all fail or succeed together, and it gives us all an incentive to do our best for the company to grow, for us to promote the company, and to all share in the successes of the company.
It's a valuable commodity to have satisfaction in doing what you do and doing it right and doing it well. When you can see our roster of success stories, one of the things that you see is that they were team efforts. We are who we say we are. We do what we say we do. It's been a winning formula from day one.